Good afternoon, and welcome to my December 2nd COVID-19 community briefing. This has been a year like no other we've had before, and perhaps more than ever, we are seeing this holiday season as a time of togetherness and compassion. We must act as a village and lift each other up during these trying times. Many people and businesses are struggling just to break even. During this time of year, it's critical that we shop local and we let our businesses know how much we appreciate them. We will come through this together by supporting each other, so please remember to provide friendship, volunteer your time, provide a meal for the family next door, support our local businesses. When you shop at home, each dollar you spend provides jobs. It provides economic stability for our community. I especially want to acknowledge our banks, our auto repair and maintenance shops, our telecommunication businesses, our furniture and antique stores, our pharmacies and wellness stores, our grocery stores, our bike shops, our restaurants, our drive-in food establishments, and our beverage stores. These stores have been on the front line and have always been the lifeblood of Anacortes. I also want to take a moment to applaud this community for staying home and protecting one another. Through these difficult times, we have connected with each other in new and different ways. We have adapted to our new circumstances. Our community has been bonded in ways we never expected. As we have stayed close to home to slow the spread of COVID-19, it's not been easy over these last few months. And now, with the new 4-week restrictions in place till December 14th, it's difficult, and we all yearn to celebrate this holiday. But these restrictions are necessary. I know that we're in this together, and we can only overcome this virus by working together. We are seeing hope in the not-too-distant future, with vaccines that are being tested and hopefully approved and distributed. Please stay the course. Keep your loved ones safe this holiday season. Governor Inslee recently announced additional COVID-19 financial support, which includes $50 million for the third round of Working Washington's small business grants. Online application portal is now open, and interested businesses and eligible nonprofits should submit their applications as soon as possible to ensure consideration. Grant awards will be up to $20,000 with a total of $50 million available statewide. The grant is for businesses that have lost money due to COVID-19. The grants are prioritized for small businesses with annual revenues of $5 million or less in the year 2019 and 2020, as well as businesses in the sectors that are most impacted by the recent public health measures, as well as businesses in sectors that experience significant impact. Examples of such businesses are our full-service restaurants, our fitness centers, our bowling alleys, our music and event venues. And certain nonprofits may also be eligible, like our music and event venues and museums. It's important that you apply at the earliest possible date to give yourself the best chance for success. Priority will be given to applications received by December 10th, so please get your application submitted soon. The Department of Commerce also has additional funds for new economic support, in the amount of almost $135 million. And that will be for $70 million for business support grants, $30 million for recovery loan program, $20 million for rental assistance, $15 million for energy bills for low-income households. The remaining $20 million for small businesses will go towards the historically disadvantaged businesses who applied for earlier business grants and bolstered Commerce's Business Resiliency Network. The grants will be allocated first to businesses most impacted by COVID and the most recent measures taken to address public safety. The testing site at Skagit County Fairgrounds is open. And please remember that if you have had known or probable exposure to COVID-19, you must wait 8 days before being tested. COVID-19 has a relatively long incubation period, so being tested before 8 days have passed could result in a false negative. If you have questions about this or any questions related to COVID-19, please call our public health at 360-416-1500, 360-416-1500. Due to the high volume of tests, if you're tested, your results could take up to 7 days. Please note that the testing site will be closed on December 24th and 25th, as well as December 31st and January 1st. Currently, the Skagit County reports a total of 2,059 cases, with 142 people hospitalized and 27 deaths. This last month has been the worst by far in Skagit County. Here in Anacortes at Island Hospital, we have tested 8,915 people, and they have reported 132 cases of COVID. Island Hospital saw a 400% increase in COVID-19 positive cases in November compared to the 1 month prior. In October, there were 11 positive cases. In November, we had 55 positive cases. And we're seeing numbers continue to climb. Island Hospital continues to spread the message that COVID is in our community, and we're going to do everything we can to prepare for this recent surge. The leading driver of cases of COVID in Skagit County is still traveling and going to family gatherings. Please stay home. Keep gatherings small as we enter into this holiday season. We currently have over 10% of our hospital beds occupied by COVID cases in the county, and we want to make sure that our community stays healthy and our healthcare infrastructure does not get overwhelmed. We can support our frontline healthcare workers and all essential workers by staying home and staying safe. The risk assessment dashboard says that we are currently at 333 cases per 100,000 residents over the last 14 days in Skagit County. The state's goal is to have 25 cases per 100,000 residents, and we were there. We were there in early summer. So we are classified now as a high-risk county. The percentage of individuals testing positive is at 7.1%, and the goal is to have the number at less than 2%. So we have work to do. So here at home at our Anacortes Senior Activity Center, we're going to have a coffee next week with myself at 1:30. It will be a virtual coffee, and you can dial in, and I will answer all your questions. So please register in advance using the link provided in the Anacortes Senior Center monthly newsletter or that's posted on the city's website. If you have any questions, please reach out to the Anacortes Parks Department at 360-293-1918, 360-293-1918. We also continue to serve Meals on Wheels Monday through Friday to hundreds of our residents a month. And I know we have over 60 volunteers in the community that provide that service. At the Anacortes Library, December is going to have something for everyone. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. programs will continue to bring us together in our digital world, and with the Join Humanities Washington that will be on tonight for the library with a live discussion and a presentation on unknown women in Washington State's history. Next week, we get a peek inside a blacksmith studio with our local artist, Paul Thorne. Our take and make kits for children and teens are available while supplies last, and sometimes they include small parts or edible items. Teen holiday cookie kits are prepackaged and limited to 1 per household for middle school and high school participants to share as they see fit with their family. You can also reserve a stack of your favorite items to pick up at curbside all month long from Monday through Saturday, 11 to 4 p.m. And on Tuesday evenings, we're open till 6 p.m. for curbside pickup. The library will be closed on December 25th and 26th. With our widespread community cooperation, vaccination of the majority of our region and state, excuse me, I'm out of order here. If you do not have internet, you can come down to our library parking lot to access internet on our new fiber access open Wi-Fi network in the parking lot, or check out our Wi-Fi hotspot for your household to take home for 2 weeks. Programs pause for the end of December, but something special. The library is debuting a limited jazz video series December 30th to give you a peek at that exciting new series. And you can ring in the new year with the sound of Dry Martini and Remembering Paul Desmond, and the first of the series with Brett Jensen that will continue into 2021. Today, I want to share with you a new tool that will help us track COVID-19 and keep us safe. Governor Inslee and the State Department of Health announced the launch of a new statewide COVID-19 exposure notification tool. WA Notify is an anonymous tool designed to help stop the spread of COVID-19. By adding WA Notify to your smartphone, you can be alerted if you spend time near another WA Notify user who later tests positive for COVID-19. The app uses privacy-preserving technology jointly developed by Google and Apple and works without collecting or revealing any location or personal data. If a person you are in close contact with later tests positive for COVID-19 and logs into the app, you would get a notification letting you know and giving you recommendations for next steps. We are fortunate to live in a time where technology can help keep us safe and slow the spread of COVID-19. So we may have COVID-19 in our community, but we're still going to celebrate the holidays. And COVID-19 can't stop us from getting into that holiday spirit. So this Friday at 6 p.m., the Anacortes Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, you can enjoy music from the Anacortes High School Alumni Choir, as well as a virtual crab pot tree lighting, with a few words from myself, your mayor, and a proclamation from our town crier, Richard Riddell. So Friday night, just go to the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page at 6 p.m. and join us live. This has been a very long year, and we have sacrificed so much to keep our families and our friends and our community safe from the consequences of COVID-19. Thanksgiving was particularly hard. We stayed the course. We led by example, but frankly, not having our families around the table was just plain the toughest and hardest part of all of this. I do feel confident in our progress, and I'm relieved the majority of this community follows the safe guidelines to minimize exposure. This morning, I met with the Skagit County mayors and the county commissioners and the public health department officials. We're staying the course. The COVID-19 testing site is running very smoothly, and health officials believe we could receive our first COVID-19 vaccine shipment by the end of the month. They're preparing a plan to take care of our most vulnerable, our emergency responders, and our frontline workers first, and over the next several months, making vaccines available to all residents of the county. With widespread community cooperation and vaccination of the majority of our region and state will still take months. Meanwhile, there's much work to be done to provide for those in need. Food on the table, roofs over our head, keeping our businesses operation and our essential services functioning. I'm committed to the coordination and the finding of those resources to bridge the gap over the next few months. There is light and there is hope as we enter this holiday season. So for a little while longer, we need to stay the course. Mask up and stay 6 feet away from your friends and your family and your coworkers. 2021 is coming, and it will be a year of transition, of new beginnings. We human beings, we're creative, we're resilient, and we will come out of this stronger, wiser, and better. It's been good to be with you again today. Take care, and I'll see you all in a couple weeks.